Welcome to DJ TV.
My people, we greet you now. Welcome now once again to this our channel. My people, the CEO of Air Peace, wey they call Allen Oyema, my people, he don't talk, he don't send better message like this to this administration and President Tinubu. For inside this video where he do like this, so my people, he talk a lot, not be small. He talk a lot. He talk say na government and some individuals inside this country then dey frustrate business owners. Una know say this Allen Oyema na person wey be say e dey for the people, na man of the people. Now remember how he take dey use him own aircraft take go dey carry people come dey stranded for different countries. This man na person wey be say e dey person wey be say e care for the people. Right now like this now, he don't talk, he don't send this kind of message to Tinubu people. He really talks so many things inside this message. Una need to watch this video and hear all what he talk, and make una not forget to like her.
In a nation where the entire country more than ever has been polarized along ethnic, religious, and regional lines, no country can make any headway in this kind of situation. Nigeria is the envy of so many nations in this world. Very resilient people. We are sitting on wealth in this country. Nigerians have no reason to be involved in the Japa syndrome that become the order of the day, to places that we think we should have been better than. But because of issues of polarization of the nation along ethnic, religious, and some primordial lines, we've not been able to achieve our potentials. Do we actually believe in the nation Nigeria? Do we actually place Nigeria first before our tribes? No. Why have I said, or why do I say that ethnic nationalism or tribal nationalism or regional nationalism or whatever you call it, why am I saying that it become our bane? Take for instance, the fight against corruption. All I need to go scot-free in this country, even if I steal the entire nation, even steal your future and your great-grandchildren's future, is for me to whip up ethnic sentiments, and my tribal elements will support me. Oh, it's our own. And it is dead. Nobody says anything again. We cannot continue like this as a nation. These things are not helpful in the economic growth of this country in so many ways. There's no unity of purpose. Have you thought of if this situation is not existing in this country, where this country would have been today? It means there will not be anything like federal character. There will not be anything like quota system. There will not be anything like mediocrity being foisted and forced on everyone. Because they are not thinking like a one nation we are supposed to be. If we think that way, we don't care about where your president comes from. Myself, Allen Oyema, I don't care where my president, the ministers, the messengers, the governors come from. They can come from one village as far as I'm concerned. All I need is good governance. However, what we practice in Nigeria is the other way around. And that has demeaned the progress of our nation. And I have to say that unless and until when we fight for each other, nationhood will continue to elude us. Unless and until we fight for each other, nationhood will continue to elude this country. Why did I say so? Take, for example, Nigeria is a multicultural entity. In a multicultural nation like Nigeria, the worst thing you can do to yourself is to allow the components of that entity to be fighting for themselves for whatever belongs to them or what they should get. Once you do that, you're creating a very huge problem that may consume that particular nation. What we need is to fight for each other. I want to see a situation where someone from Kano will wake up one day and pick up the gauntlet and say, government, my brothers in the southeastern part of the country have no roads. Their roads are highly dilapidated. All the federal government roads there are washed up by erosion. Government, what are you doing about it? This is somebody from Kano fighting for the man in the southeast. Do you know the extent that we do to touch the hearts and minds of people from that section of the country? Imagine someone from the southeast picking up a fight with the federal government. Our brothers and sisters in the northern part of the country, they need irrigation. They need dams to, irrigate their farms. Let somebody from the southeast pick up that fight and be fighting for the northern part. Imagine what that would do with the minds and hearts of our northern brothers. Let somebody from the southwest fight for his fellows in the south-south, until and only when we begin to fight each other, that we can fight for each other, we can have a nation. What we are doing now is fighting against each other, and that is not helpful at all. That's why I say that national cohesion is part of the challenges. Collapsing national security. You cannot make any impactful economic growth with the kind of the security situation we have in our nation today. The receding Boko Haram threats have been replaced in a web of nexus of banditry and terrorism in the in the northwest. In the north central, you have the farmer herders crisis raging, with thousands of people losing their lives in our nation. In other countries, in other climes, the death of just one person in an unwholesome way will generate a lot of problems. In Nigeria, thousands die, nobody gives a damn. You cannot start to begin to build nationhood in this manner.
DJ